Mic check 1 2 1 2. Give me a sound check, son.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yummy. Cut. What's up, y'all? We back in the lab. We back in the studio. Captain's Law podcast and YouTube show. I am your host, Robert Marbury, and you are
I am Aiden Marbury.
my co-host.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest.
No, I'm the co-host, Aiden Marbury.
There we go. All right. So look, talking sports tonight, man. I wanted to bring my young bull on. Starting to do some more lives now, man. So I need to do some tests. So who better to test than my young stunner? So he's going to be here with me. I'm going to try to keep it clean tonight. You know what I mean? I said this video was kid friendly, so I will try not to curse. All right. But anyway, so son, we talking sports today. Any idea what happened yesterday? What did we watch yesterday?
Yesterday we had watched the Golden State versus the Knicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Curry shot he shot the he broke the record of 3-pointers, right, in his career.
All time. Everybody's career.
Yeah.
You know how many that was?
Like 3,000 something.
2,977.
That's a lot.
Over the great Reggie Miller and the great Ray Allen. Two retired dogs shooting the lights out of the gym their whole career. And Steph Curry.
Are those the announcers?
Yes.
In the games?
Well, one of them is an announcer. One of them is just visits the games.
Oh, okay.
You got a viewer here that said, "What's in the cup?"
It's fruit punch.
It's some unbothered fruit punch. That's what it is. All right, so we all saw it yesterday, man. Golden State, playing in Madison Square Garden, went to play the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to D Rose and them. But Steph Curry came in there and he handled business, immediately. He got the first 3-pointer off pretty fast. And then, it was really trying to get that second one, really trying to get it, missed a couple. Then he just started playing regular ball. But when he hit that shot, Aiden, you didn't see it because you was on your phone. But when he hit that shot, he only needed to hit 2. So when he hit that shot, man, like, it was electrifying. Like, it was chilling. They stopped the entire game. The music was playing. They was really, really giving him, the praise that he deserves as, pretty much the greatest 3-point shooter. You might as well say the greatest shooter ever.
Because for me, my suggestions, I suggest that he shot the last 3-pointer at the end of the game. But I understand that he likes to shoot 3-pointers a lot, so I understand why that would go by, pretty fast, probably at the start of the game.
But why? But I mean, why? But why wait? Why wait until the end of the game? Do you know how hard it is for someone who wakes up in the morning, wakes up and smells the jump shot, to just not shoot any threes? Like, how do you think? I mean, how can somebody compose themselves? That's just like you. You on YouTube every day. How could you just wake up in the morning and just not get on YouTube to see, hey, what's on here new today? Or what's that guy you watch all the time?
His name is Corey Kenshin.
Corey Kenichi, whatever his name is.
Kenshin.
Yeah. Whoever this guy who be, playing video games and laughing all loud and stuff. Pretty big deal though. But I mean, you can't ask anybody to not perform when it's time to perform, if that makes sense. He's a shooter. Shoot, Aiden. You're a shooter, ain't you?
Yeah.
You are a shooter, all right? And shooters shoot. So congratulations to Steph Curry, man. I'm just happy to be, alive to even witness, such greatness, man. I honestly don't give Steph Curry enough credit.
Because I do see him, out of the games that he plays and that we watch, I do see him shoot a lot of threes, but I didn't know there was a record for this.
And it's a record for everything in the NBA. See, right now it's because you're still in that phase where you're only kind of watching basketball because I watch it. But when you really take that leap of faith, when you jump into the deep end, when you go off the high dive, and you really start watching, you start finding teams or players that you really like, and you start doing research on them, and you can't wait to get home to see them play. Like that's when you're really gonna start to realize like basketball is a lot more than just shooting, dunking, passing, blocking. It's a lot of stats, a lot of statistics, a lot of history being made, a lot of history still being made, because you realize at this point, because Steph is the all-time three-point shooter, shots
Yeah.
made in his career. Every shot that he makes from now until he retires is a record.
Until somebody breaks it.
But you know who the next person, you know who the next closest person is to him who still plays?
Who?
James Harden. You think he can catch him?
Depends if he comes back or not.
Well, okay. So we'll get into that. All right. So of course, I wanted to show some my love to Steph and them, man. Keep doing your thing. But I definitely wanted to talk about, this COVID protocol situation going on in pretty much all sports, but mainly right now what seems to be highlighted on is the NFL and the NBA. So there's pretty much at least one player on almost every team that has COVID. But so this is the thing, Aiden. 97% of the NBA is vaccinated. That's what they say. 97%.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna go down the list to name a couple of teams who are missing players. So we got the Pacers, Rick Carlisle, who's a coach. He's the only one that's on the COVID list. But then you go down to the
team?
Yes, he's the only one as of now on the team who's on the COVID list. But then you go down to the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
They have 7 players on the COVID list to add James Harden. Then you get to the Chicago Bulls. They've got 10 players.
That's a lot.
They're pretty much their whole starting lineup.
Are all of these people vaccinated or?
We don't know. Well, you got to understand it's a new variant out there, and so that just like they say on TV, the vaccine don't stop you from catching it. The symptoms just aren't as bad.
Yeah, because every time someone catches the virus, it mutates. It develops new cells, like develops new germs and stuff like that.
Okay, tell me more.
Cause I had learned about it in my health class, and then in my world cultures class, and my teacher was telling me about it. She was saying, that they always remind you to keep your mask up because there's already 9 classes out of the school that are quarantined, and there's 7 people in our class who are quarantined right now, and most of the time the buses get shut down because a lot of people got COVID on the bus.
Wow, that's is anybody on your bus?
No, nobody on my bus yet.
I understand that, but we're gonna take care of that in the next week or so, if you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, so you got the Lakers. They got 3 players. You got
That's not bad.
Milwaukee. One person is bad, Ada. Even just one is bad. You don't want nobody to get sick, especially not this. So then you have Milwaukee Bucks, 3 players to include Giannis. And then you have the Knicks, who have 3 players. Outside of that, you have 8 other teams who have at least 1 player who's on the COVID list. All it takes is one to spread it out to the whole team.
So if one person on the team who has COVID, is the team still able to play?
Yeah, that's why you got bench players. But see, it's different. It's different from football. I'm gonna give you the numbers for football next. Okay. You know what I mean? What's up, Deli? The thing with the NBA is there's only I think it's 14 or 15 players on each team. So you're talking 14. I don't know. I could be wrong. I know it's less than 20. So you're talking about teams like the Bulls who have 10 players. You need to have at least I think you got to have 18 or 19 players. So you're talking about the Bulls who have 10 people that are on the COVID list that are going to miss at least a week. And now they only down at
There's 5 players on the court, right?
yeah, but you got to have somebody to sub in and out. So you got to have at least 3 people to sub in and out. So now you're
So you need 3 backup players for each.
no, you need 3 backup players. Period. It don't matter for what position they play.
Dog, so what I'm saying is you need a backup player for each position on the
You're supposed to. In a perfect world, when there's no disease or no pandemic, there is at least 1 player to sub for each position. Some have more.
Okay.
Some teams have 3 or 4 point guards or 2 shooting guard, et cetera. They always have a good. They always have at least 2 apiece.
Okay.
So, and Chicago Bulls, they're doing pretty good this year. They're playing like great basketball. They're like top 5 team, in the East. Maybe top 5 team in the NBA.
I think we did have 1 player that got traded to the Bulls.
Yeah, we had 2. We had Otto Porter. He now plays for Golden State.
Okay.
And then we had Thomas Sadaransky, who played for them.
That was him.
But if I'm not mistaken, he now plays for the Pelicans. All right. So yeah, it's dangerous. You know what I mean? And you want these play. Of course, I love to sit down and see a good basketball game, but at what cost? You're putting people's health at risk. So I'm worried.
I mean, you're out there, and you don't have a mask on. Honestly, in some places you don't have to wear a mask, but for me, I prefer to wear a mask. Just to stay protected. You never know what somebody has or something like that.
Understood. I'm cool with that too, son. All right, so I'm gonna just give you the NFL numbers. This is not to scare you. This is just you old enough for me to keep it real with you and let you know what's going on out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever covered you from the real stuff. If something's real, I tend to let you know. So you just know, you grow up, you be big and strong. But so the NFL, as of December 14th, 62 players contracted COVID. 62.
Ooh, that's a lot.
So I'm just gonna go through a couple of teams because it's not that many. But you got to understand, each NFL team has 53 players.
Okay.
So it's a lot of players. So Chicago Bears, they have 5 people. 5 people on the COVID list.
Okay.
All right. The Cleveland Browns have 11. This is to include their starting quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Then you have the Houston Texans, 5 people. You have the Los Angeles Rams, 13. And you have the Minnesota Vikings have 7. You got the New York Giants, 5. And how many do you think the Washington football team have? Take a guess.
6.
17.
That's like real bad.
17 home team players.
Are they our starters or?
I don't know, and it's a lot though. 17 to 17. That's a good percentage of your roster that are under COVID. So we've had to go up.
A solid 40% of your roster.
It's not 40. It's more like maybe 25 or 30, something around there. So these numbers are very alarming. Like, and the thing that's scary about it is this is in the course of the last 2 weeks, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks, all these cases coming up. So what can we do about it?
I understand that some people don't agree to get the vaccine. But the thing is, it's for your health. If you do not get it, you're taking risks of getting sick and most likely losing your life.
Strong words spoken by the young bull. That's how I raise them. But it's not all bad, man. The majority of them, most likely all of them, will pull through. Again, there's a high percentage of these players that are vaccinated, so they may just have some flu-like symptoms for a couple of days, then they'll be right back. But I don't know. Maybe they'll come out with some sports masks that they may have to wear. At this point, I don't think that could happen for football, but if they got to wear that to play basketball, man, whatever to keep them safe and keep them playing, I mean, I think it'd be cool, you know.
I mean, wearing face masks, it's not. I mean, it's actually not that hard, but since you're going to be, you be running up and down the court, you're sweating and stuff like that, you be out of breath. So you got to make sure the mask has like, you know, something to circulate air into it, like all masks, but something a little different.
Okay. Anything else you want to highlight on? You want to talk some video game stuff real quick? Well, what you got going? What's going on in your life today? What's going on? Let the people know.
I'm right now. We're about to do a science project in science.
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
So right now, we're working on our formulas for like velocity, force, and speed. So our what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a model. So it's supposed to be like a balloon type car. So you use like container tops, just a very thin wooden plank, some rubber bands, tape, a couple balloons, and you only blow up the balloon. So there's 2 straws attached to the car, and it blows up the balloon. So when you blow it up, you let it go, and you hold the you close the straw on the end, and then you put it down, and you let it go, and you make observations on how far it goes, or what the top speed is, and stuff like that.
Okay, so what's a good distance?
A good distance, probably will be maybe about 3 or 4 inches, maybe. Depending
inches. That's it.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to blow the balloon up all the way.
Oh wow.
You can if you want to for your own observations, but you don't. You can, but you don't have to. Most likely, you probably don't want to.
Okay. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to tell the good people?
Video games. Just not much. I heard the new season of Fortnite came out. Not really looking forward to that because I feel like Epic Games, most likely after this season, probably Epic Games will probably have no more ideas to think of for a season. Because, the season has to be at least, I think, 2 months long.
So who can take it over though?
Call of Duty.
So you think the people who make Call of Duty should come in and take over Fortnite?
No. I think they should overpopulate over Fortnite because I remember the last time I played. There's this mailbox and it's next to a board, and back in like 2017 or 2018, we had an old map where everybody was just trash at the game, but that's what made it fun because nobody knew what they were doing, so everybody was just jumping out there and just shooting at people, and they were trying to use a shotgun to shoot at somebody far away. But in season 1, when you shot at somebody with a shotgun, most likely you hit them for 78 damage from far away.
So you're saying they nerfed it a little bit?
It was nerfed because it was a new game, so it was just created. So it was a little kink still left in there, but And then back to the voting. So the board. So we used to have double pumps, where you could have 2 shotguns and you can shoot 1 bullet. You can shoot about 5 bullets in 1 shot. And then you could pull out another shotgun and you could just shoot immediately. But now they took double pump out. So if you shoot 1 shotgun, then you take the other one out. You gotta wait a second and then you can shoot.
Oh wow! Why you think they did that?
A lot of people thought it was like unfair.
Cheating.
Well, not unfair because a lot of people started doing it. It wasn't a cheat. It was just something that people would do just to try to stay alive. Whenever you get into a gunfight, most likely you'll be using your shotgun because you'll be in close range. Depending on what type of shotgun you have, it depends on however much damage you'll do.
Very
But the
good.
reason why people don't like the game anymore is because of the PC players.
I listen. I absolutely agree with this, Aiden. We're kind of dealing with the same thing. On the modern warfare side as well. I'm really not a fan of the PC guys, man. I mean, even though they say the controller players have aim assist and all the other stuff, it still just comes off as not being fair.
Yeah, to me, because when you play against a PC player or keyboard and mouse player, it's just not fair. It's not fair. It wasn't fair to me. I used to get mad, just like you, cause on Call of Duty. So usually
And
when
I
I'm
don't
in
be
the
getting
game,
mad like that, bro. I don't be getting mad like that. Stop telling my business.
all right. So usually when you play against a PC player, like a 1v1 or something like that, maybe a box race, I don't know. Uh, Most likely their edits and builds are like way better than controller players. Even though controller players edits and builds can be better, but in a fight, keyboard and mouse or PC versus controller, PC will probably come out on top because you got the frames per second FPS, you got your ping, you got the quality, and you have just the more skill, you know, uh, better experience. Other games like Apex, Call of Duty. What else?
How come you never got an Apex?
I've been focused on Rocket League when we got Apex on the PlayStation.
So you prefer Rocket League over Apex? I
Mm,
just think you just like car games.
I do like car games.
Well, stand by. You got Gran Turismo 7 coming out in March, and that's definitely coming to the basement.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna cut it here. We got about 25, 30 minutes of good talk. You did sorry. Did really good, son. You got on here. You spoke it like a true sports analyst. There might be a future for you out here in the sports world. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming in this live thing, kicking it with us, kicking it with me and my young bull. Again, if you have it, man, share, subscribe, support. Links in the bio. We're gonna be doing this live thing from here on out. So what I'll do is I'll do live, and then I'll still do post production, put everything out, put the topics in, dress it up really nice, and it'll come out the day after. Again, man, thank you guys. Good night, Captain out.